Hi, welcome to the Coda Podcast. I'm Ollie Flower.
I'm Roger Harris.
And so it's so nearly time. It's in September. It's starting to happen. Rog, tell us more about Coda.
Oh, Coda is on fire. The program is out. There's anything you could want. 2 days of pre-com workshops. Everything from the technical skills, like the airway workshops.
Neuro.
Yeah, there's Neuro. Is that still doing that?
People love Neuro.
As much as my
Nutrition.
TPN workshops? Nutrition. Awkward. Yeah, no, okay. No nutrition workshops, but all the technical stuff also around wellbeing, sustainability, everything you could want, pediatrics, and then the full program, the 2 days of the plenary sessions where we all come together. It's amazing. Online, jump on the website, codachange.org.
It's an incredible program.
Have a look at it. Yeah.
And can we sell tickets now?
Yeah.
People buy them?
Yeah. Sorry,
Yes.
Tickets are out there. Gosh, if you don't have a ticket, good luck.
They're going to go like hotcakes.
I hope
Get
you
in there
could
now.
get them. Yeah. They're like I don't know. They're going up
You're going to say like
faster
Taylor
than
Swift, don't you? I knew it. He loves Taylor so much.
Tay. Leave her alone. She's great. Anyway, we will see you in Melbourne. We are set for launch. Jump on the website, register a ticket.
See you in Melbourne.
Bye.
Boom.
Hi, I'm Laura Ratey. I'm a Paediatric Oncology Fellow in Melbourne and I'm part of the Coda team. Today I'm joined by our founding Coda duo, Roger Harris and Ollie Flower. Roger and Ollie are both intensive care specialists and founded both SMAC and Coda, and I'm very excited to talk to them today about Coda. So, Ollie and Roger, what inspired Coda and the Earth Action Agenda?
Well, thanks, Laura. I can't believe we managed to rope you into this, talking to two old farts. But where all of this started was really in SMAC, as you alluded to. We had this amazing community inspired by innovating education. And interestingly, as that community grew over the years, I think the bonds, the closeness of that community really started to generate this secondary passion for advocacy. I think it really attracted people who weren't just interested in the medical content, but they wanted to talk about some of the really big issues in medicine and the threats to global health. And that really drove us to probably the biggest existential threat of our time, which of course is the climate emergency and the threat it poses not just to ourselves and our families, but to our patients, and hence the Earth program.
Absolutely.
And also, Ollie's a bit of a hippie, I should say, Laura. I'll just interrupt you, but he's a bit, sort of lefty, so that naturally happened too, I guess.
We've dragged Roger along. Yeah.
Drag him along. Aside from hanging out with Ollie and his hippie vibes, why do you think people should become involved?
Well, I reckon, this is the Earth topic in particular was one that our community identified as the top threat to global health. Obviously, the last couple of years have been dominated by the pandemic, but the bigger issue of the climate crisis is what everybody wants to talk about now and needs to talk about, because this really is the biggest threat to global health. And this community we have is really special, and if everybody combines together and acts together, the healthcare community, which has a big impact on the carbon footprint, can really make a big difference.
Yeah, and I guess I would add to that many of us, we've stopped talking about is the climate emergency real? I think everyone in our community just accepts the threat that pumping CO2 in the atmosphere and polluting the oceans and things poses to us as a race and to humanity. So there's now this sort of anxiety within the community about health itself contributes, about 5% of every country's total emissions. So, if global healthcare was a country, it'd be the fifth biggest emitter in the world. So, we've got this big responsibility. First, do no harm. And we need to look at ourselves and work out how do we reduce the carbon footprint of healthcare. And our community feels that, and now we're trying to turn that anxiety into action.
Turning that anxiety to action. So, Rog, what is the first call to action?
So, like any sort of process of getting behind something. It's to just add your voice and join up. So, all of us join the gym at the start of every year when we're, feeling like we have to do it, and we need something that's a bit more, sort of important than that. We don't want it to be too heavy. We're not asking you to pledge your allegiance or something.
Yeah, this isn't the Scientologists. There's no billion-year contract.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for mentioning the Scientologists. They've now left the organization. But anyway, yeah. But we're not asking you for 10% of your income, but we are asking people to, we're making jokes as usual, but this is serious. And I guess we're just asking people to look at what we're saying and to go, right, okay, I'm going to try and get behind my community and what they're doing in this space, and I'll add my voice and commit to it as the first step.
That's it. And our community is so important and so strong in our numbers. Ollie, how can the coder community be involved?
Well, the first step, which we'll be talking about, is to commit to join up with us, to put your name down on the website, and to be part of this movement. And then we've carefully been thinking about a pathway which will address climate change actions that healthcare professionals can be involved with, which will tackle things on sort of a personal level, on a meso level, and on a macro level eventually, to have the biggest impact that we can, because code is all about taking actions rather than just talking about it. But we want to make it enjoyable and fun, and make the community feel like they're really making a difference. So it's going to be a sort of a gamification of the whole process, where you score smug points for doing particular actions, and you can compete with your smug points and feel even smugger. And
you've always been a bit smug about being vegetarian.
Exactly.
It's sort of irritating.
You might have a little cloud of smug above your head if you get too smug. But anyway, and so I think this way we can make it feel achievable and meaningful, and also fun. So that's what the plan is.
And I think if you go on the website, I'm sorry to always have to sort of answer Ollie's questions for him, Laura, but it's just how it is. It's the same in clinical medicine, I can tell you, mopping up after him. But look, the idea here is that if you go to the website, coderchange.org, there is a pathway sort of spelt out. And as Ollie said, that's this first step of joining. We've got a second step that's coming at the same time, which is around looking at yourself in terms of your own carbon footprint and understanding this a little bit. And then these really specific actions, which are, designed to give people just real practical pointers where they can start, so that we're not sort of confronted with this overwhelming sort of task, that we can break it down into these little components. And we've got templates for each of our actions that are really easy to follow, as Ollie said. Sorry, mate, I don't mean to. Yeah.
No, you just said the same thing, but it's a bit more verbose and a bit more blubber.
Well, as another vegetarian, I'm very thrilled to hear that perhaps I'll be getting some smug points.
I can see some smugness. That's good.
Yeah, look at it grow. Finally, for both of you, what would be your advice to someone who hasn't started taking climate action?
Well, this is a great place to start because of the way it's been broken down, and as Ollie said, it's gamified, and this is designed for people from all ranges of activity. So if you've got smugness already because you're veggie or vegan, then that's great. But for those of us who are the laggards, this is also designed with dinosaurs like me involved, right, Ollie?
Yeah. Something for everyone. No, it's very achievable is the whole point. And it starts off with very simple things, and it can be sharing a message via social media could be all you need to do to start making a difference. And the actions are we've been using a team of experts, and COVID's given us more of a lead time than we thought we would have and we've really been able to hone down what actions are actually going to make the biggest difference. And and we're going to pitch it in a way that people can do things and make a difference at the same time.
I think that's a really good point, Ollie, that it is we're simplifying things, but don't be fooled that they're not meaningful, because we've really gone to a really sort of diverse group of experts around the world and tried to work out within healthcare what are the things that are really important. So while we're simplifying those important actions, they are truly meaningful actions, and don't be fooled into thinking they're anything trivial.
Absolutely. It sounds like making action and advocacy accessible to many people is what Coda's doing. And I encourage everyone to go and check out codachange.org to see how you can get involved. Thank you to you both.
Can't wait to see you all in Melbourne in September 11 to 14 and see you there, Laura. We haven't seen you for ages.
Yeah, thanks,
No,
Laura.
can't wait. Thank you.